exciting to be together, impromptu, 7:30 or whatever time it is in your part of the world. Shares the Gamer is joining us from Auckland, well, not Auckland, but New Zealand, 4 hours ahead, 3 hours ahead, something like that. Two? Okay, Two. Had to be one of them. Anyway, so fantastic that we all get to join together with you half an hour before our weekly intro class. And the reason for that is because we have a very special gift that us leaders, so combined, Dani, maybe you can explain who you've partnered with to get it for your team. Can you run through the names?
Yes, I have partnered myself with Karen Clark, Di Smith, and then Natasha and Karen and a few of those have all joined together. So I've sort of got two groups. Dominique, yes.
Kim Condon.
Kim Condon, Emma, and I think Matt, I'm not sure.
Oh,
yeah, there's
wow.
a lot.
So a whole bunch of generous people in Dani's team have contributed for Dani to give this gift to Dani's team individually, but then also collectively. So myself has partnered with Jess on my left, Helen on my right, Kaz here, and also Kylie Busich. So us five have also come together to bring you something called Add Habits Plus. Now, I just want to give you a little bit of history because it was only about a week or two ago, Helen, that you had your leaders get together, where Helen and her close business partners, her 3 frontline leaders that she works really closely with, so that's Kerry Schumer, who's there in the middle. Kerry Schumer, give us a wave, friend. She's in her camper in Byron Bay, eating soup. And then also Philippa Tilsley, who will no doubt be watching this later, and also Michelle King in Melbourne, who's doing Diamond Club, who's going to be in my part of the world soon. So you invited me over to your team dinner. And do you want to explain a little bit, Helen, as to how you introduced me?
Yeah. To this or just to the, So, we had a get together. So we're the Fab Four, we call ourselves. We had not seen each other for a couple of years all collectively. And so we wanted to come together to actually look at our part of the team, but we didn't want to, and what we could do to up level our part of the team. And in doing that, some of the things we came up with, and this was one of the things that was potentially on the table, we were like, well, we don't want to do something that we know is going to be nice and exclude the other parts of the team of our like doTERRA brothers and sisters. So we were like, let's take this to Jody and chat about it. And I had looked at this some time ago, but only the briefest glimpse. And what I thought about and what I took to Kerry, Philippa and Michelle is we all know what to do with our oils. We really do. Like, we just know to use them, and, whatever. And we get lots of education and we give everyone lots of education. But what sometimes we don't do is turn that into a habit and turn it into like a daily practice that sticks and, becomes part of our life. And as we all know, the more the oils are integrated into our whole life, the better results we actually get. And that's really the point at the end of the day. Otherwise, they're just kind of like an expensive, lovely thing that sits on the shelf. So what we got really excited about in looking at this in depth was, we want this to be something that changes your world. And in bringing oils into daily habits, then we've got more chance that we can all do that. So that's why we got Jody to come and have dinner, and we literally ambushed her over dinner. In a nice way, but we did. And kind of threw it out to say, let's talk to the wider team about it. And then I'm really grateful that she did. And then she's able to take it to Kaz and Dani and Jess and Kylie, so we can more collectively bring it to you. Because I think to where we all feel a bit we are now is lots of us do lots of cool things. And sometimes we're doing the same cool thing all separately, and we could do the same cool thing all together. And so we really have become much more connected and partnered to bring you more of the stuff all together. So this is one of those really cool partnerships where we're all like, we all want to contribute the money because we want to gift it to literally everyone under Jodie, you know, which is obviously a much bigger group of people than if we had just done it ourselves, or if Dani had just done it herself as well. So that was kind of a little bit of the history. And then we really looked at it, and we went and spoke to Leah, who is the developer, and Jodie did that as well. And here we are. We've got it. Bought it for you guys.
We are. And this is a gift. So Leah Dillon is actually a fellow diamond in doTERRA from a whole completely different team. In fact, she's up your neck of the woods. She's in Byron Bay Way. And she did this kind of course about the power of habits and how important it is to create rewards associated with habits. And so what I'd love to do is actually share screen, because Leah has created a beautiful demonstration of what that looks like. And basically Add Habit, it's an online course for essential oil users based off 4 pillars of habit formation. You can see visuals, you have visual cues associated with habits. You keep it simple. Otherwise, if you're not going to do it, it's got to be simple and achievable. It's got to be rewarding. It's got to be fun, something you actually look forward to, and aesthetically pleasing. So something that makes you just feel good, gives you the feels when you're doing it. So, and that's basically what she's describing too. And it also says that basically it's helping people create a lifestyle around doTERRA, because that's what we want to really help everyone in doTERRA do. So she says it's run from an off social media course. So for those people who really want to get off Facebook, this is a really great thing, because Kajabi, which is the program it uses, Kajabi is actually, you can download it as an app. It's a free app. So it's going to make it really easy for you to check out this whole course that we're providing for you. So Add Habit will have, it's actually called Add Habit Plus. We'll have simple first time access through a personalized link for our team. So we've got a link for our team for you to be able to download this for free. And it's super easy navigation, which you can actually use the app, or you can do it from your computer. And it consists of modules or different themes. And we're going to give you a really brief run through of those modules tonight. And then each day, over the next 7 days, each of us leaders are actually going to go in depth about each of those modules and give you the visuals of what they look like, just to help you kind of gain more confidence and understanding with actually using the program. So each module begins with an intro. Usually it actually begins with a little short video that you can watch, which outlines everything. It also includes a to-do list, a shopping list, which can include your oils, which oils or products you'll need for that, and also a really nice handout for each module, which is really beautifully presented. And there's several lessons associated with that, which build habit formations for all of us. And I'm absolutely loving what I'm learning so far from it, aligning with those 4 pillars. So you can see that it's an on-demand smorgasbord style. So just think of it as walking in to a library. To me, it's like a repertoire of kind of recipes, lifestyle habits, tips and tricks that you can really kind of create this holistic approach to natural wellness. And there's actually 6 modules there now, not 5. So we've got 6 modules, and it's actually, there's going to be more and more growing as we go. So I'd love to now stop sharing, and kind of each of us will now go through the module that we've personally actually had more of an in-depth look at. I haven't even completed mine, embarrassingly enough, but I have given it a brief overview. But I think we're starting off with, who does the first one? Low tox cleaning.
That's me.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did my module on that the other day, and I'm going to come on tomorrow and run through it more with you guys. But I'll just tell you some brief things that I really liked about it. So firstly, there's some really cool little tips and tricks. Like you kind of with Leah in her, actually first off in her like broom cupboard, which is kind of funny. But what I like too is everything is very easy, and there's other things that are not just oil info. Like for instance, her broom cupboard has got this really amazing like wire rack that she stores her cleaning products in. So literally there's like her white door there and this rack, and I think it's either from IKEA or Kmart, one of those places. And she's got, for instance, like her washing soda at the top shelf and her amber glass bottles there for her sprays, and a little box, like a little wooden box with no lid, just in another one with her oils that relate to cleaning. But then, you know, it's just a Kmart like $1.70 kind of box. And all these little tiny things are very cost effective to go and get, and will actually make this so much easier. So already I want this wire thing to hang on the inside of the cupboard, because I can just see when you set yourself up like that with all the things in the right place, how much easier it is to go and use them. And then she shows you in her laundry, and I've got actually my oil set up in my laundry, which is actually that door behind. And I do have a similar type of thing where I have one of my oil racks there with my oils lined up, and I have like my stain remover already made up, and my On Guard laundry detergent, and like all of that there. So just showing those things, and even without necessarily telling us lots of stuff, seeing how someone else organizes their life or their laundry or their cleaning setup or their, what they do for their washing is actually inspiring as well. Like, just to be able to go, oh, I never thought of doing that. I never thought of putting my oils like all in one cleaning cupboard, or I never thought of putting my oils in the laundry, for instance. And then the other thing I really like about the module is where there's always a DIY choice. So you can see all of those there. There's all these recipes, which is really cool. So if you're on the app at some point, you can go and scroll for those where you're going, oh, now how do I make dishwasher tablets? Okay, and you can go and find that really quickly. But if you are not a DIYer, and not everybody is, and some people are a DIYer in one area and not in another area, she's got other really great solutions for you. So there will always be a doTERRA solution if there is one. And if there's not another one, see there, the soaker. We don't have a soaker necessarily. So she's researched like a very, very clean product that you may want to use, that lots of us use anyway, and lots of other doTERRA people use if you don't want to make up that version. Or she also talks about, and you can, you can see at the bottom, like there's a place you can comment, which that's me. Or you can actually use a mixture. Sometimes we've got time to make up the DIY version, and other times we're just too busy, our brain can't go there, and it really like normalizes. You can have a combination of both things going on, and it doesn't mean you're a bad doTERRA person to use another non-DIY thing, because there's all of us don't DIY everything, so I really like that. It's just like we're all a work in progress, and there's some things that you can do, but all of these little things, they only take a couple of minutes. So you can work through this at whatever pace you like. You might sit down and do all this in one go, like I did, or you might actually do like one little one a day, or, couple once a week, whatever works for you. You're in control of your learning and how you're going to develop that for yourself in your house. So I really like this module. It's a really popular one. I know lots of people want to clean up their house and clean up their cleaning products and have that toxin-free home. So I imagine it's one you guys are going to dive in pretty quickly. And it's great. So that was the one. And I'll be on tomorrow to show you a bit more through it.
A bit more detail. Awesome. So who have we got doing the beauty? This is actually a beauty bathroom detox. So you Dani. Oh, unmute, my friend.
Yes. One of my favorite hobbies is to make all body products and things. So she's given me some ideas that I didn't know about before. And it's basically just an intro at the start and a to-do list to create your bathroom nook and make it all beautiful and go and grab all the things that you need. Of course, she's featuring some amazing doTERRA products because we have so many, and it's more about beauty and skincare and deodorants and things like that than bathroom. So the name's a little bit misleading, but there's moisturizer recipe, body scrub, deodorant options, so different options, not just one, body wash and dry shampoo, just basically a lot of different recipes in each module, and a gorgeous cleanser at the end. And it's just beautiful the way it's laid out. It's recipe after recipe and hint and tip after hint and tip, and it's simple, beautiful, easy, and simple swaps and adding oils to your skincare you already have.
Mhm.
And just, yeah, she's all about modules and having your oils in each part of the house where you need them for different topics. I just love it. I love the simplicity of it and the hands-on approach to how to use your oils and exact recipes, which is what a lot of people are craving when they first start out. But even me, 8 years in, I've learnt 3 things from this module alone. So
Oh, that's saying something, because Dani is a DIY queen. So for you to even say that you've learnt some new stuff, that's really awesome. And something I love that Dani always does every Christmas, anytime you see her basically at a major event in doTERRA, she's got DIY things that she's made as little prezzies. And yeah, that's another thing that you can actually use all of these modules for, is to make presents for people. And all you have to do is think about what labeling you want to use. And, you know, you can see here, I don't know whether it was here, no, it wasn't, but Leia had actually just used one of those label makers, you know, the Dymo makers. They're fine too. And you can use your little bottle cap stickers to color them up. So, yeah, I mean, we don't have a dry shampoo in doTERRA, so I'm really interested to give this a go, depending on light hair or dark hair. So many options. And the downloadable, if you want to have a look as an example, you just click over here on the link, the PDF, and then that will bring that up, and it's on a different screen. But I'll show you the downloadable on someone else's topic. Thanks so much, Dani.
thank you.
Yay. I'm looking forward to trying that a bit more. So energy and vitality. I think we had Kylie doing that. I'm not sure if Kylie's able to jump on with us tonight. She may be missing. Okay, has anyone of us leaders also done energy and vitality?
No, that's tomorrow's job.
Not yet.
A quick look, like a really quick look.
Let's have a quick look. Let's do it together. Let's go on a
Dive
discovery.
in.
Energy and
That's
vitality.
what's really good. Like, we don't have to schedule lots of time for this. Everyone's saying they'd like an uninterrupted week to do all this. Honestly, you don't need a week. You're honestly going to need 2 minutes to do one of the things and just implement it straight away. And then the next time you've got a little bit of spare time, just go and do another thing. And don't do them all at once and try and make lots of new habits at one time. Just do one thing when you can. That's it. And then next week, do another, and we'll all get there.
Hello, welcome to the Energy and Vitality module. I'm coming to you from my sauna in my home.
Oh,
I
nice.
thought it was a perfect place to talk about prioritizing yourself and your own internal health in terms of energy and vitality, because this is something that I purchased as a gift for myself, probably the first gift that I'd ever gotten.
Wow. I'm not going to spoil it, but I just want to show you what it looks like.
In the beginning of the video, I just wanted to show you how I set up my little morning nook to have my vitality shot.
Well, that's great. I love that. So what are some other things that we can look at? The vitality shot is something I personally, I'm embarrassed to say, I haven't tried it. But the vitality shot, a drop of turmeric, drop of green mandarin, apple cider vinegar, and hot water. So yum. Shower booster. Anything to get you going. I know lots of you already know about popping some oils in the bottom of your shower to open your airways up. Scheduling movement, so a really nice reminder for natural wellness lifestyle. And there's, you got your downloadable water, how to work out your water, and she actually does that in the last module as well. So yeah, energy and vitality. And just for those of you who are sharing doTERRA, you can actually add this to your welcome email. You can make this is part of the special juiciness that comes with, you know, starting their doTERRA journey with you, is you get to offer this to all of your people as well. Who's covering stress and sleep? Jess.
Me. Yeah. So can I also just say, like, the toxin one is probably the longest module, and there are a lot of great recipes in there. The rest of them aren't as long. There's probably only about, I guess, 5 or 6 lessons in each of them. So the stress and sleep one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 lessons, and they're not, she doesn't write essays, which are great. So again, keep it simple. The one thing that I really like is she's all about creating little nooks. what she calls like nooks, or like, I guess, stations, or like go-to areas. So you've got oils everywhere in an easy to reach area where you can just quickly just go and grab, and what you need, it's just there. So in the stress and sleep one, I love that particularly because when we get stressed, we're all just like, oh, and I can't even make the decision, and I know, like, I've got good oils, but I don't know what to use, and I just, whereas when you've got that handbag nook, you've got that car nook, you've got the beside your bed nook, you've got all the little things set up already, and you've got your choice oils there, so you're just like, oh, okay, I'll just grab that one, done. Like, you don't have to stand there in front of your 72 oils that are just in this bag, and then you've got another 50 out there going, which one do I use? I don't know how to, like, it's really simple and it's really easy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll be going through that on Friday. I think Friday's my day. So yes, join us on Friday for more sleep and less stress.
Yeah, so when we say join us, it's just going to be alive in the group at some stage. And so you'll all be able to kind of come back to that, and we'll create a guide in our group called Add Habits Plus. So anything that's related to this particular program, you'll be able to see in that guide. So you can see it's like night vision and screen block out. Anyone got their blue blocker glasses? You know, it's really good to help you get a good night's sleep. And then you've got your downloadable as well. And I'll just give you, oh, Michelle King wants to come in. I'll give you a little bit of an indicator. I'll stop sharing for now and take you over to the handout here. So you can see this is the beauty and body one. She calls it Add Habit, Add Life, because basically you are adding life. How can I get rid of that?
And these will be really nice to print out. Like, I'm thinking I'm going to go and get like a plastic folder and print these out, you know, go to the library or something, get them printed out on collar, and then just keep that somewhere as a nice reference book.
Totally. Yeah, I printed mine out today so I can really get right into it before I share it with everyone. But you can see the recipes are printed out here for you, so you can use it as a bit of a recipe resource for you at home as well, and your shopping list as well. So yeah, it's all really, really nicely done. Okay. So now we are next on to me, maybe. Let's go back to the categories. I think it is Thriving Kids. Thriving Kids. That was Carolyn. Yay.
Yay. Yeah, can you go in there, Jody?
Yep.
I actually love this because...
And you're not just saying it.
No, I'm not just saying it. And it's not just about the kids, the whole thing, because over the weekend, I did a Happy Hormones class online. And then straight after, I went, hang on a minute, I need to create my little workstation around the happy hormones. So I did that in the kitchen. So as I get up of a morning, I've got everything I need for my morning routine and my lifelong vitality throughout the day. So it was really cool. Just inspiration came from this. And in the kids section, there's a few things that I love. I actually love that she brings in a bit of spirituality in here. So if you go to the modules, Jody, yeah, that's the intro with the list, but there's a bit of a Sunday spiritual reset and kids' emotions. And I'm very passionate about helping people thrive with their emotions. So both of these I thought were just really nice in the sense of teaching our kids at a very young age how to come into their own in terms of their own spiritual walk and their own calming and resetting themselves for the day. So I just thought this was a really beautiful add-in for our kids. Even just creating a meditation space. She uses the chakras here, which is something I absolutely love and adore as well, but a great way to introduce kids to looking within for their own self-management of their emotions and balancing and being guided by their intuition. Love it. Isn't that cool?
That's great. Thanks so much.
And then obviously, you know, there's other hints and tips in there. If you go on the morning fuel, or somewhere in there, I saw, you know, she's got smoothies and all sorts of things in there, which when you've got kids, you're always trying to find something to fill their little tanks. So it might have been on the downloadable. There you go. The go-to smoothie recipe. There it is. So, you know, you're always trying to find ways.
Check this out. One capsule of open.
I saw that. I saw that. So she actually cracks open a multivitamin and puts it in the smoothie, sneaking it in, which is awesome.
Yeah, very
Don't
much
know.
so. Love that.
So going in with stealth. But even the downloadable was really nice. If you have a look at the downloadable on this one.
Sorry, I
This is
got
what's really cool, Kaz. You know, like we don't hang out with Leia. Like obviously she's a, you know, top chick. Like, but you know, she's not our team. She's like one of our cross-line like cousins. And how cool is it? You know, they got different things that they do, just as we got different things that we do. And already we all learned lots from this process. Just from someone else's material that's just interesting to make, you know, little things happen, make it easier for us.
Did the downloadable come up? Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
got
the
it.
other thing, thanks, Helen, for sure. There's so much we can learn from each other, isn't there? But even setting up the bedroom survival nook, is that what she called it? Can you get back up?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, bedroom survival nook.
Yeah.
I mean, and the backpack lineup. Not that I have had a backpack lineup with one child, but anyway, he does his own thing now. Even downloading the Smiley Minds app for morning meditation.
Yeah, she's suggested a few really cool apps actually.
Yeah,
I've got one
yeah.
in my section too.
So it becomes, I guess, this holistic health way of and you know, as you said earlier, Helen, we know this stuff and this is what we're doing, but just, I guess this is a really cool reminder of how easy we can create that habit and how we can show others how easy they can create the habits as well. So I loved it.
I just love that doTERRA is now, especially, I mean, this is all for our new people, especially who are now like stepping into a natural wellness lifestyle, or some of us who maybe are just seeing, you know, those people that are just sporadically buying oils. They join, they put them on the shelf, they might put them in the diffuser and think of them as like a nice way of having a candle or a natural candle version. But this is now making actual changes in wellness and mindset and health and everything. So it's really, really powerful to create doTERRA as a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, because that's really what it is. And what I absolutely love is that it's not on Facebook. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Jodie, the other thing that I love about this is that it's in that creating the lifestyle, it's not something over and above. It's kind of working the oils into what you already do. So it's swapping out those toxins, just doing those simple swaps or doing that simple DIY. It's getting the most out of your oils, lining them up in the place that you're going to use them so that you can use them, so that you can create this overall wellness. So it's not just this, oh my goodness, I have to, and I'm supposed to use that oil. I totally forgot. And how do I do that? It's too much thinking. And what is that? She said it was the whatever. And like, it's not extra headache. It's just kind of going with your routines and building it into what you would normally do and in just your daily life, which is great.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And just adding some extras that none of us would have thought of. Like Dani said, she's learnt new things and she's the DIY queen. Like I seriously wouldn't have, I thought she knows all of them. But, and, you know, and same goes for all of you. Each of you have said you've learnt something new, and so have I. So I'm going to share with you now get back to categories. So on your phone, this is super simple as well. I was actually just running through mine today on my phone, and you can see mine is actually similar to doing a cleanse, the 30-day cleanse, but it's far more gentle. It's actually just about resetting yourself in wellness over a period of 30 days, or not so much even 30 days, but just using your lifelong vitality, like all of those simple things and simple detox helpers and things that create a more cleaner lifestyle. And so you can see at the very beginning, there's not even a video at the beginning of this one, but she talks about these pillars, these 6 pillars that actually go around resetting your wellness, just so you can feel at your optimal. It's all about movement. As we know, the foundation is nutrition. Adding some lifelong vitality is great. Proper hydration. She's actually got a really great website link you can go to work out the adequate hydration for yourself. clean and live whole foods, mindfulness. Once again, we're talking about that kind of emotional, spiritual aspect, and then creating that toxin-free home. And you can see we've got this fantastic doTERRA shopping list. Here is that calculate your recommended daily intake of water, which you can use. It's a calculator to help you do that. And she just creates this kind of shopping list. And this is actually on the downloadable later on when we get that down. So then you just click, yep, complete, which I had already done. Oop, I'm unticked it now. So now I need to go to the next one. Next lesson is prep stacking. So this is actually a whole, it's the simple things that just make absolute sense. If you've got the oven on, if you're chopping at the chopping board, and if you're making salad during the day, why not chop up some veggies and throw them in the oven at the same time? Like this morning, I baked some beautiful pear and walnut loaf. I mean, I've got this sweet potato that's sitting there, throw it in the oven as well at the same time. So then you can have it for your salad down the track, or you can make it, or if you don't do that, she says, voila, turn it into frittata or anything. I mean, it's the practical things, which I know a bunch of you already know, but do we do it all the time? Not necessarily. So smoothie prep as well, having stuff in jars or in the freezer ready to go. She's got some fantastic smoothie additions, which I actually have never even used collagen powder yet. So, like it's kind of like one of these newer things that people have been using. And so I'm excited to try that as well. I've been using chia seeds, maca and cacao for a long time, but not the collagen so much. But yeah, all of these things are just so great. So lots of ideas what to do when it comes to bone broth, and then you can see when it comes to habit switching, what you're doing already. If you're trying to cut out alcohol, you could do other things as well at the same time. So there's lots of really gentle ways of just shifting yourself over, so you still feel like you're celebrating, you still feel like you're relaxing at the end of the day, but it's feeling, here, non-alcoholic drink or kombucha is something that can feel like a real treat, especially when you make it yourself. I've just started making it myself. It's like so rewarding. It's the best. Detox helpers. So you can see this isn't the full-on 30-day cleanse. This is more of a lifestyle shift, which can be a big deal for some people in the beginning. So this is just so supportive to learn this on the go. And you might find over time, for those of us here that are sharing doTERRA and we're trying to really get our education out there, how we can really help people, this is going to be a really nice way that you can actually refer to a specific module in this add habit, and you can say, look, why don't you check out the daily rituals part, in add habit that's in the cleanse the body reset section. And then, this can actually help you create, more of a better lifestyle. You can learn the vitality shot in there. You can create your evening habits, because it's all here in one go. And it's not necessarily just selling people oils all the time. It's not what it's about. It's genuinely caring about the person and wanting to have these lifestyle shifts. So I just find it's such a holistic way of learning. And simple. Everything's got to be simple for it to stick. So.
And Jody, we can share some of these. Like, for instance, if you guys are taking this module and you're really enjoying it, put a post up on your page and say, oh, this morning I did my meal planning, and pop a picture of what you did and say, I got this idea from our Add Habit program. And one of your friends might go, oh, what's that? And then it leads into a really natural conversation about the oils and how you're using them and what you're doing, and the lovely things you get as these bonuses when you join the team. And you'll find people will ask you questions. You won't have to go and start talking oils to every person you come across. They'll ask you these questions.
I think something I'd love to do is have a hashtag LWEO add habit, and the people that use the most hashtags each month will give a prize, right? So if we can kind of be referring to hashtag, I mean, not necessarily add habit, because that's everyone everywhere who's downloaded it in doTERRA. So if we go LWEO add habit, and we'll do a monthly drawing of posts, and I'll check that out on Instagram and Facebook. So we'll do a prize for each Instagram and Facebook and see if we can, get the word out there that this is something that is really amazing that we're offering for customers on our team.